I think black men should start dating each other. They obviously not compatible with women. They obviously mad at women for every little thing on earth. They obviously keep crying online. So I think the best thing they could do is just get with each other, hold each other hands, take each other out on dates, spoil each other, love on each other. You feel me? Because
Shut up, bitch!
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. At the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, got a video for you guys that was sent to me by somebody on Instagram, and I think I saw somebody else cover it on YouTube, but I can't remember who it is. We got another brother pandering. Yes, we got another one. I don't know who this dude is. He looks kind of familiar. I might have reacted to one of his videos before. But yeah, I want y'all to hear what he had to say, and just to pre-warn, man, you might get a little triggered because the person who sent me this video gave me the same trigger warning as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I think black men should start dating each other.
Wait a minute!
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
They obviously not compatible with women. They obviously mad at women for every little thing on earth. They obviously keep crying online. So I think the best thing they could do is just get with each other, hold each other hands, take each other out on dates, spoil each other, love on each other. You feel me? Because that's basically what they be doing on these panels. I mean, that brotherhood is strong. That undercover hood is strong. So I think they are better off with men. Don't statistics show that men on men relationships last longer anyway? Maybe these black men just not compatible with women. So I think, for the ones that's complaining online saying women are masculine and all those things, and women are mean and they loud, and obviously they're not finding no luck overseas either. Seems to be a worldwide phenomenon that women are just bad. I think, these men should just date each other.
Boo! You suck!
Maybe, go talk to your homeboy. Y'all love your homeboys.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. I told you, man. That's why I warned y'all. Y'all might get triggered. This right here, bro. This is, and I kind of covered this before. Bro. Men like this are performing, bro. And the one common theme that I'm starting to see is more guys that look like this. And if you know what I mean when I say look like that, then you already know where I'm going. I'm starting to see more guys that look like they would be undesirable to most women pander to women. Like I don't know. You can kind of make a case for that Kyle dude. I forgot Deontay Kyle, but just these real scruffy guys that don't really look like they probably ever stepped foot in a gym or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like they just look like they just kind of sat around and they were just kind of like, oh, okay. If I tell women what I want to hear, then I'll have all these women's attention. Because let me show you these comments, because these women over here thought this man really ate with this take, but he ain't say shit. All he doing is just telling y'all what y'all want to hear. And from what I show you in these comments, these women eating this shit up. Check this out. All right, y'all. Now look at ridiculous these comments is. All right. Look at this first one. You mean openly? Next one, they are already doing that. Right, because nobody knows what a black man needs more than another black man. I agree, majority are DL anyways. Who said they're not doing that already? Not them quiet in the comments. And then I even came in and responded. I said, no, it's because we know his audience is all women and he pandering to y'all, and a man is just gonna get bullied in the comments by a bunch of women. I'm like, that's why you don't see any men commenting on this. You feel me? Because we know what he doing. He performing for y'all. Because that's the only way men like him can get attention from women. or get women to like him is by down talking other men and slandering them ahead with homophobe slurs. Talking about I ain't putting no B in front of my homeboy. Oh, we know, baby, we know. Like, and these are the same women that sit over here and put their own friends before they man. Ridiculous. Like, these are just selfish, one-sided women, bro. That's what Kevin Samuel said. Okay, let them marry each other. We giving them permission. Ridiculous. I asked this dude I was entertaining why his friend always around him, and he simply told me with an attitude, baby, he is here to stay. I cut him off quick because what you mean he is here to stay? Now, I'll be first to say, like, the way you worded that is kind of sus. And what I found interesting is one of the points that he wanted to make was the fact that gay men have a far less divorce rate. It's like, yeah, you conveniently left out the part where women that are with other women have a far higher divorce rate than heterosexual. And I don't know if y'all remember, but lately there's been a lot of lesbian women over here complaining about women and going back to dating men. So the men can't be all that bad if we got lesbian women going back to dating men again, right? Like, for example.
I know I can't be the only one. I just feel like women might not be for me.
Let me just say that the dating of lesbians, okay, is fucking trash, okay? It is absolutely fucking trash.
It makes me really frustrated and confused when I hear women talking about how they're just done with dating men and they're going to be a lesbian and how their life would be so much better if they could just marry a woman whenever they're fed up with men or a man pissed them off. Because, babe, women can be just as bad as men.
This dang world for being a lesbian is so ghetto. When I say it's so ghetto, like it's ghetto as hell out here.
Hey, listen, I can't be the only lesbian stud, whatever you want to call it, that is actually getting tired of dealing with women. I'm still very much so gay. I just am tired of dealing with women.
And a lesbian in 2025 is so hard, especially when you got money, because all these hoes want is money. Y'all some disrespectful ass bitches. Get your own money. Fuck out.
This generation of women, are y'all cool? Why do y'all think as soon as y'all start talking to somebody, like, it's okay to ask for money? Can I ask y'all that? Is there a trick written across my forehead or something? Don't come to me asking me for nothing. And we just met. We just met 10 minutes ago. You already asking me to go half with you on something?
Every time we go out, the expectation is that the stud pays. What?
Why when you first start fucking with a bitch, they always need something? Ooh, I need my hair done. Like, ooh, I need my nails done. Ooh, ooh, you finna need, bitch. You needed it before you start fucking with me. Oh, you gonna forever need it, bitch.
To all the leeching, gold digging ass films that's out here saying the only studs that don't want to pay all the bills are broke studs. And bullshit, that's wrong. Cause
The fuck? I don't care that you was down bad. I don't care what you was going through at that time in your life. Bitch, if you told me you was gonna pay me back on Tuesday, you better pay me back on Tuesday. When I asked you for my money, I don't give a fuck that you was down bad, nigga. I was down bad at that time.
Now, I only got one question. And my question is, if we got more and more lesbian women coming out here making these videos complaining about women and literally sharing the same sentiments and the same complaints as your heterosexual men, are y'all gonna have the same energy for these lesbian women? Because they saying the same thing. The same damn thing. I'm like, if anything, we need to see more men coming on TikTok and telling these women that they broke and that they losers because they coming on here begging. And even the studs are over here talking about how you never notice these women always need something when you first meet them. I'm like, right, and those are the same women that complain if a man want to clap cheeks right away. But when y'all come off so transactional, how do you expect men to respond? And then my other question is where was this energy when women were talking about decentering men? You know, I didn't see a whole lot of men over here or people in general over here saying, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, if you're a lesbian, just say that. You ain't hear any of that shit.
I think that the decentering men movement is going to taper in the next couple of years. And I'm speaking as one of the people who was the first creators to talk about it, to discuss it, to put it out in the world, what this topic is and how to do it. As someone who is a big proponent of it, I know that it's going to taper because we're under economic instability. And usually, when we're under economic instability, women are the first group to be purged from organizations. And when they are purged, they go back to what they know, and that's attaching themselves to men so that they can have some financial and fiscal stability. And so I think in the next few years, we're going to see a lot of the conversation talk about love as a desire, love as a need, love as a human need. We're going to see a lot more trad wife content, which we're already seeing, but you're going to start seeing a new wave of talking points that push you away from being autonomous or having any type of autonomy. And it's going to be done under the guise of romance and romantic love.
And one thing about it, you never gonna catch me on my page trying to pretend like I'm fighting the patriarchy, because I already know the patriarchy not going nowhere as long as there are women that sleep with men for money.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that.
Got a point.
The patriarchy not going nowhere. That's one of the top places that the patriarchy is enforced, is in that bedroom. That's why I don't, it's like I care, but I can only care enough for me. I'm going to get to my bag and I'm going to go be the woman I want to be. And those of you who want to march in circles and, fuck the patriarchy, I'm going to let y'all handle that, because I already know that it's not going nowhere. Because if in order for it to go somewhere, women will have to give up how they benefit from it. And the girls aren't going to give up how they benefit from it. So good luck with that.
Do women want equality? Yes and no. I say this because when I think about it, yes, we want to be treated equally, opportunities, we want equal pay. But when it comes to social aspects, like traditional things that women do, cooking, cleaning, child rearing, what we want is men to take on those aspects as well. But when it comes to their social expectations and traditional expectations, like paying for dinners, taking out the garbage, cleaning gutter, things like that, we don't want that at all. We want men to still maintain those things. So I don't know what you call that. Like the draft as well. No, we don't want that. We want to vote, yeah. Like we want what they have, but don't want to be expected to do what they do because they're men. But they should be expected to do what we do, although we're women. It's a little weird when you think about it. Also, when we're looking for a mate, we're not really looking for equal. We're looking for our superior. We're looking for someone taller than us, makes more money, smarter than us, things like that. So women look for equality, yes, in a certain extent, but also no. We want men to do or take on certain burdens that we have, but we don't want to take on their social or cultural or traditional burden. It's weird. What do you call that?
And literally in front of the therapist, he goes, well, I just feel like if I'm the one paying for most of the dates and I'm the one paying for most of the activities that we do, then my opinion should just matter more. Like, of course, I'm going to have final say on everything we do because I'm the one paying. And that's literally all I needed to experience for me to understand the way a lot of men think when it comes to finances in a relationship.
It's not just men, sweetheart. It's not just men, it's you too. If you were financing a man's life or financing every date you and this guy went on, and one day you wanted tacos and he wanted barbecue, and you were the one picking him up in your car and taking him on the date and paying for the date, you would be like, actually today we just gonna get tacos. Now imagine him throwing a fit like, but I want barbecue. It would take everything in you to just be like, just imagine that. Just real simple example. I want tacos, you want barbecue, right? This is the dilemma. I pay for every day. I pick you up for every day. I'm Mr. Gentleman. Today I want tacos, today you want barbecue. If you have a brain, you wouldn't even think to question what he said he wanted. But let's just say hypothetically you do. You say, well, no, I want barbecue. Would he be wrong for saying, then you pay for the barbecue? Because that would turn a lot of women off. End of the day, if I'm doing everything, planning the date, picking you up, paying for the date, I have more say. Y'all want a benevolent patriarchy. You want that man to lead, to pay for everything, to hold all the doors open, to lay his life down if he has to protect you. And also, you want equal say. That don't make no damn sense. He's right. He should have more say if he's the one paying for everything. Where else in life is that not correct? Please tell me, where else in life is this person paying for everything and the other person who's being paid for it, they have just as much say? Where else in life does that make sense? I got a car. I paid for the car. I put gas in the car. I paid the insurance in the car. And you think you got just as much say as me with my car? I own the company. I started the company. I fund the company. I run the company. I do the jobs for the company. And you think you got just as much say over the control of my company than me? Come on. Come on.
I recently did a live where I looked at where all the men have gone, right? And this was in response to a question that I saw really on TikTok, where I came across this whole side of TikTok where women were basically complaining about the fact that they had a very hard time finding men to connect with, men that might actually be, potential boyfriends and then eventual husbands, whatever. Like, they're just not connecting with real men. And so, after having conversations and really having had the opportunity to talk with countless men, some who are married, some who are single by choice, I have to say there are a few things that I have noticed, especially now with today's dating market. One, there are men who are just checked out, completely checked out of the dating market. Different reasons for this. Some believe that they're just not really going to be getting a good deal. I think today's dating market is highly confusing because you have on one end a lot of women who want to be independent, who really want to be, have their own agency, make their own decisions, do their own thing, and really live a modern way. But then at the same time, many of those same women still demand traditional roles from men, as in men wanting men to pay for them, wanting men to take them out on dates and foot all of the bill, preferring men to do all those different things, romance them as if they were a more traditional housewife, type. And so you have men who just feel like it's just confusing. It's confusing to know how to approach. On one end you want to be equal, but then in another end you want me to cater to you like you're not equal. You want me to pay all these things as if I'm to take care of you. And so it's a very confusing dating dynamic. And there are men out there who are just like, I want nothing to do with it. And so there's that. You have other men who are just grabbing their passports. They're just like, they want a woman who's more traditional. They want a woman who is maybe coming from a culture from very early on. They are taught to be wives. They're taught to value being a wife. They're taught to value family. And it's just harder to come across that, in America.
Brother on my arm, no brother on your arm.
And then you have, like I said, other guys also who feel like just engaging in a relationship with a woman today or with a modern woman is akin to chaos, in that they would prefer to go to the gym. They prefer to go to the gym, maybe play video games, work out, work. You know what I mean? They keep like a pretty small circle. And again, they've also disengaged because they're just they see relationships as connected to chaos. And so these are a few things that I've had a chance to just overhear from men who are just for whatever reason not in the dating market. And then there's also men out there who would like to be in the dating market but are fully aware that they just don't have the money that they think necessary to be able to offer what women would like. I mean, I've talked to men in college who are pursuing higher education who are seem like, good, healthy, attractive men. They're, on a good career trajectory, but they are fully aware that women, even in their age, are wanting them to provide some form of financial stability or take them on these nice, lavish dates, and they just don't have it because they're in college. I mean, again, these are things that I have heard. And of course, this isn't every situation, everything, but these are just common reoccurring things. I will say, as a woman, I definitely challenge ladies today to really think about the expectations they themselves have held on to with respect to dating and relationships, because there are so many different messages that have been promoted to us over the years, particularly Black women, that I think just really are not healthy and really don't lead to the long lasting results that we want. And also, I think one major thing that can be a big hindrance and can be really unhelpful for people, ladies, finding good, genuine love is putting these really unrealistic financial and unrealistic social standards on men. And what I mean is, if you believe, okay, this man has to be making at least six figures, or he has to have this particular degree, or this, and that may not actually be what you need. Because many ladies, some ladies who have these standards may actually be the same woman who say, oh, they want a God-fearing man. And what if God sends you a God-fearing man? Maybe he's not making six figures. Maybe he's making five figures right now. Maybe he'll make six figures later on. You're right. Maybe he has a vision. Maybe he has a plan that'll bring him to that point. But for today, maybe he's not there. But he may be exactly what you need. But I think sometimes there can be these unrealistic standards or these expectations of what we think we need to be in a really happy, satisfying relationship. And it has nothing to do with what God really has for us. So especially if you're a woman who says you want a God-fearing man, I would highly recommend you actually ask God what he has for you and what he wants, because you might be surprised to find that his list is different than your list. And even if it looks different, it'll be better than what you could have come up on your own. But a lot of these standards and a lot of these things that some ladies are holding on to actually could be keeping them from their husband. And then, like I said, if you have men out there who've gotten to the point where they simply feel like they're being treated like an ATM, or that they're just on a rotation, or that they're just continuing getting women who are quote unquote dinner whores, right? Like women who are just trying to find guys to take them out on dates or pay for them because they don't have the money to take themselves on nice restaurants themselves. Like, so those guys are going to check out. So, I just think there's something really valuable as women about just allowing God to tell you actually who you need to be, and then allowing him to take you on that journey to being that woman. And I think more women who are willing to embrace that and go on that journey may actually find it easier for them to connect with the men, or really the man that has been for them, because all you need is one. Really, that's
Y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.